Assalamualaikum and good morning to my friend, also my lecturer, Puan Putri Irda binti Abdul Rahman. Today my group will be explaining about case study No Straw Campaign. My group have a 4 member, which is my name is Suami Ahmad bin Supardi. My metric number is 15 DTP 22F1002.
Hello, my name is Nur Kaisara binti Nurul Hakim. My number metric is 15DTP22F1012.
Hello, my name is Anissa binti Soheli and my metric number is 15DTP22F1014.
My name is Muhammad Izhar bin Muhammad Rafi. Number metric 15 DTP 22F 1008.
Okay, first of all, what is green technology and sustainability and why it's important? Green technology or sustainability is essential for a number of reasons. It tackles climate change, lessen ecology impact, and promote environmental stewardship. Long-term economic viability, better air and water, also resource conservation are among the advantage. Wide range effect includes favorable change in human health, biodiversity, and global climate trends. Then, what had the government of Malaysia done to prevent this issue from growing? Well, the government of Malaysia have advancing sustainability. The government launched a No Straw campaign. This issue is crucial because it will lead to a serious pollution around the world if there are no action taken to control this issue. The sector part that will play a vital role in this campaign mostly related to beverage products. Therefore, there is introduction of No Straw campaign. So, why is this campaign introduced? The No Straw campaign is an initiative aimed at reducing plastic waste by discouraging the use of single-use plastic straws. The No Straw campaign was introduced to address escalating issue of plastic pollution and its detrimental impact on the environment. These issues are implemented all around the world. So, is there the needs for sustainable and green engineering to solve this problem? Absolutely. Sustainable and green engineering is imperative to minimize environmental impact by integrating eco-friendly practice like using more paper straw as replacement for plastic straws. It ensures a balance between technology advancements and the preservation of the planet. Let me enlighten you of the impact of plastic straw. Plastic pollution in aquatic environments have devastating effect on both aquatic life and the human food chain. For aquatic life, plastic can be mistaken as food, lead to ingestions, internal blockage, or toxicity. This can cause injury, starvation, and even death among the marine animals. Additionally, plastic can release harmful chemicals as they degrade, further harming marine organisms and disturbing ecosystem. In the human food chain, plastic pollution poses risk through process called bioaccumulation. Small aquatic organisms consume plastic particles, which are then consumed by larger predators. As plastic move up to the food chain, they accumulate in higher concentration in tissue of animals, including those consumed by humans. Consequently, humans may inadvertently ingest plastic and associate toxin when consuming seafood, leading to increase of potential health issues such as cancer.
There are 3 objectives without straw. The first is to raise awareness. Environmental consequence of plastic straw usage, including their contribution to pollution, harm to wildlife, and depletion of natural resources. Exchange behavioral change. Encourage individuals, business, and communities to actively participate in reducing plastic straw usage by opting for alternative or reversing straws altogether. Adoption of sustainable practice. Promoting the adoption of sustainable alternative to plastic straw such as reusable, biodegradable or compostable options. This is an analysis for No Straw campaign. Some people have recently been discussing the effects on the environment of plastic packaging, plastic bag, and other disposable objects which cannot be recycled. There are 5 initiatives for no straw. The first is to identify the issue. Next is the development of alternative. Additionally, advocacy and policy change. In addition, research and education. Lastly, community engagement. Identification of issue. The identification of the issue surrounding plastic straws lies in their signification. Contribution to plastic pollution. Single-use plastic straws are frequently used and discarded, often ending up in landfills, waterways, and oceans. These straws take hundreds of years to decompose and pose a severe threat to marine life and ecosystem. Development of alternative. The development of alternatives to plastic straws has been a crucial aspect of addressing the issue of plastic pollution. Several alternatives have been developed, each with its own set of advantages and challenges. Example: reusable straws, biodegradable straw, edible straws, plant-based plastic, and alternative design. Advocacy and policy change. Advocacy and policy change play vital roles in addressing the issue of plastic pollution, including the reduction of plastic straw usage. Here's how advocacy and policy change can make a difference: is raising awareness, community engagement, corporate engagement, legislation and regulation, partnerships and coalitions, and advocacy for system change. Research and education. Research and education are fundamental pillars in the campaign against plastic pollution and the promotion of alternatives to plastic straw. Here the way research and education contribute to addressing this issue is understanding the problem, developing alternative, behavioral studies, education and outreach, promoting responsible consumption, and others. Community engagement. Community engagement is a critical aspect of addressing the issue of plastic pollution and promoting alternatives to plastic straws. Here's how community engagement contributes to this effort. Raise awareness. Community engagement initiative raise awareness about the environmental impact of plastic straws and the broader issue of plastic pollution. Empowering action. Community engagement empowers individuals to take action against plastic pollution in their own life and communities. Fostering collaboration. Community engagement fosters collaboration among diverse stakeholders, including residents, business, non-profit organizations, and government agencies. Supporting local solutions. Community engagement encourages the development and implementation of local solutions to plastic pollution. Promoting behavioral change. Community-based education and outreach efforts promote behavioral change by encouraging individuals to reduce their reliance on single-use plastic straws and adopt more sustainable alternatives. Building resilience. Community engagement builds resilience against plastic pollution by fostering a sense of environmental stewardship and community pride. Advocating for policy change. Community engagement provides a platform for advocating for policy change that reduce plastic straw usage and promote broader solutions to plastic pollution.
My evaluation of plastic straws is related to the weakness of issue related to the government. First, when his campaign was launching, many people were concerned about the owners of the use of plastic straw. But when there is a change of a government, this campaign is more and more submerged and forgotten. Second, industries that produce or rely on plastic straw may experience economic disruption as a result of regulation or bans. This can lead to job loss or increased costs for business, potentially creating resistance to government initiatives. Here is a comparison between the use of straw in 2019 and 2020. 2019, many F&B, food and beverage premises use bamboo straw, paper straw and iron straw after the implementation of the No Straw campaign. For the 2020, increasingly underestimating this campaign and consider this campaign to be the season when many restaurants go back to using plastic straw. Why did the implementation of this No Straw campaign fail? In my opinion, there are several factors that contribute to the failure of the campaign. Here are 3 factors that can be: ineffective policy support, second, messaging and framing issue, third, resistance from business. Firstly, ineffective policy support. Without supportive policy or regulation in place, it can be challenging to enforce or encourage widespread adoption of the No Straw initiative. Lack of the government support or incentive for business to participate can hinder progress. Second, messaging and framing issue. If the campaign messaging is not resonating with the target audience, or if it comes across as too harsh or judgmental, it may fail to inspire meaningful change in behavior. Lastly, resistance from business. Some business may resist the campaign due to concerns about increased cost or inconvenience associated with switching to an alternative straw option. Without the support of key stakeholders, it can be challenging to implement widespread change.
Recommendation for campaign No Plastic Straw. We have what recommended is number 1, bamboo drink straws, number 2, silicone straws, number 3, iron straws, and number 4, do not use straws. Number 1, bamboo drink straws. Bamboo drink straws are reusable, can be decomposed naturally without harming the environment, and do not contain any chemicals or dyes. Number 2, silicone straws. The soft and safe silicone material will not damage the teeth and is suitable for small children or those who like to bite straws. Number 3, iron straws. Straws made of stainless steel and metal can be used repeatedly, strong, and can be taken anywhere without fear of breaking. Number 4, do not use straws. Don't need a straw all the time and can drink directly from the cup. Conclusion: changing societal values and culture is key to reducing plastic pollution. Avoid plastic straws, carry alternatives, and support efforts to cut plastic usage.
You've probably seen this video. That's a plastic straw being pulled out of a sea turtle's nose. The video went viral in 2015, sparking a public outcry to, quote, say no to plastic straws. And over the years, the campaign has gained traction. Starbucks says by 2020, it will eliminate plastic straws, pivoting to biodegradable straws and a newly designed lid. McDonald's UK, American Airlines, and Marriott Hotels have all announced similar changes. So why do plastic straws suck? Starbucks says, quote, one of the major issues with plastic straws is that they are too small and lightweight to be captured in modern recycling equipment. We reached out to various recycling plants across North America to see if that was true. While some facilities told us they do recycle straws, 2 of the largest recycling facilities in the US said its machines don't always catch straws. So they end up in the trash and eventually in landfills. So frustrating. I know. Another place straws tend to end up? Beaches. Dr. George Leonard is the chief scientist for Ocean Conservancy.
The data from our 2017 International Coastal Cleanup and there were 643,000 plastic straws that were picked up around beaches and waterways all over the world.
To limit the use of straws, Starbucks introduced a new lid that resembles a sippy cup. These new lids are made from polypropylene, which, according to Starbucks, can be widely recycled. But there's one major problem.
You know, the objective really was to phase out straws because they're not recyclable. The shift to this lid really increases the amount of plastic that Starbucks is using per cup. I think it could be part of a solution, but I don't think it's the whole picture.
Some critics have pointed out that straws only make up a fraction of our plastic waste. So why is everyone so worked up about them?
I think straws are a bit of a poster child here for the bigger question of society's kind of over-reliance on single-use plastics and the fact that a lot of this stuff is ending up in our marine environment. All plastics ultimately sort of break down and fracture into smaller and smaller bits of plastic as a result of being tossed around by the waves and then by the fact that sunlight basically makes the plastic brittle. And so they create what we call microplastics. We're finding these flecks of plastic in everything from the forage fish that are at the base of the food web up through the kinds of fish that we end up putting on our dinner plate. If we get the kind of global plastic users and the major brands like Starbucks and some of these other companies like Coca-Cola that everybody knows about to really take ownership of their contribution to this problem and alter their business practices, they can be real leaders here and they can bring the rest of the plastic supply chain along with them.
So how do we start?
We need to be more thoughtful about how we use plastic.
We do know that there's about 8 million metric tons of plastic overall that ends up in the world's oceans every year, and that's kind of thought to be one garbage truck worth, per mile of beach per day.
About half of that plastic comes from countries in Southeast Asia that don't have formal waste management systems.
Much of their local waste is disposed in sort of informal ways, whether it's behind a house or at a community dump, which is essentially sort of an open pit, or in some cases directly dumped into the ocean itself.
In countries like the US, plastic can also be swept down drains into rivers leading to the sea. It can be flushed down the toilet or left behind by beachgoers. So what should we be doing differently? For starters, pay closer attention to your personal habits.
Get into the habit of bringing our own cup, fork, bag, straw. That's what I have in my bag at all times.
Stop flushing things other than human waste and toilet paper down the toilet. And remember, anything that goes down the toilet, drain, or into sewers goes to the ocean.